Hello everyone, you're welcome to today's video. I have major good news for you, right? So this country is opening up, right, to attract foreigners into the country, and the requirements, what you can do on this pathway and all of that is truly amazing, and I feel like it's one people really need to look into. So this country is like a country that is really difficult to get into. They have the strongest passports in the world. This country has the strongest, most powerful passports in the world, right? And getting into this country is like really tough, and they are changing things. Things are really changing. They've opened up, to receive foreign nationals to come into the country to work and to invest, and all of that. And it's really amazing. So, what really drove our attention to this is that you can move down to this country with your family, your dependents, your spouse, your children. And that is not all. You can also move with your domestic staff. And that is not all. You can move with your parents. It's really amazing. So, like a whole family, three generations, domestic staff can all move down to this country. And they've simplified, the process to move down to the country. Before now, they used to, have points-based system. When you meet the minimum points, you move down. But they are introducing, this pathway where you can bypass the point-based system, so you don't need to meet those points, to be eligible anymore. So I just want to bring this information to you so you can be prepared for it and see how you can move down to this amazing country with this new pathway that has just been launched. If you're just meeting, my name is Jackie and you're welcome to the channel. Do subscribe so you can be seeing more videos like this. If you want to relocate, whether to work, to study, or just to live, this is the right channel for you because I share information that is going to help you with all of this. So you may also want to turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. So every time I post a video, you will get notified and you can watch it. All right. And if you feel like you want to talk to me one-on-one about your own personal needs, you're free to do that. Do send me an email and we can arrange a one-on-one chat, or you can send me a DM on Instagram as well. So these are ways you can reach me if you want to talk about your own personal situation. All right. So do like this video, give the video a thumbs up. It helps the channel. So, just support the channel by hitting the like button for this video. Thank you so much. So let's get into the information, right? So, when it comes to migration, right? There are certain countries that are not available to certain people. Some countries have very high immigration rules, and requirements and all of that. So maybe if you're not, in the occupations that are in demand, you don't have some certain skills, or you're above a certain age, you don't have this degree or that educational qualification, you may not make it into that country, right? So that is why I try as much as possible to do my research and bring up, different countries. So if you don't qualify for one, you could may qualify for another, just to give you a lot of options, right? So this country is one of those countries people don't really think about when they want to migrate, but it is so amazing. Like, it is one of my favorite countries. Like, it is up there among one of my favorite countries to live. Actually, it's a very good one. Strongest passports in the world. If you get citizenship of this country, like, you have access to about 193 countries visa free. It's that amazing. Quality of life top notch, salaries real high, all of those kind of things. And it's also one of the safest countries in the world as well. It's one of those countries where children can go on errands, children walk to school by themselves, and all of that. Very safe. And I'm sure that safety is something people really look out for when they want to migrate. So, this country, right, they are getting into a crisis of a dominated elderly population, right? So they really need to bring in young people into the country. Because right now, according to statistics, there is one elderly person to every one, person in their working age. So they feel like many years down the line, there's going to be a whole lot of aging population. There's going to be a gap, right, in the next generation kind of thing. So they are really opening up to bring in like young workers, skilled people into the country, to just make it balanced, to have more young people in the country. So that is one of the reasons they launched, this program, to get young workers, skilled professionals into the country. So the name of this country, I think I've not even mentioned the name of the country. So this amazing country, right, is Japan, right? So Japan recently, launched this pathway for highly skilled professionals to make it easier for them to migrate into the country, right? To either work or start a business. So you can get a job or you can invest in the country and move down in, on this pathway. So who are the people that are eligible, for this highly skilled professional visa for Japan? So the first one is highly skilled professional visa for advanced academic research activities, issued to foreigners who will engage in education, research, or research guidance in a public or private organization in Japan. And the second category of people are highly skilled professional visa for advanced, specialized, or technical activities, such as foreigners who have specialized skills or knowledge in the field of natural sciences or humanities and who will work for a public or private organization in the country. And the number three category is the highly skilled professional visa for advanced business management activities, issued to foreigners who operate or manage a public or private organization in Japan, right? So these are the three categories of people that they are targeting. And before now, it was a point-based system. You needed to get a minimum of 70 points, to be qualified for this visa. And you could get points from your educational background, your professional career, or your annual salary, and of course from your age as well. So there are four categories where you could get your 70 points, to apply for this visa. So from April this year, foreign workers can now bypass this point-based system to get this visa. And another amazing thing about this pathway is that they are going to be eligible for permanent residency after only 1 year of living in Japan instead of the 3 years that was existing prior. So now, just after 1 year, you could get permanent residency in Japan if you move down to the country on this visa. So for this visa, you either have to have a master's degree or 10 years of work experience. So if you don't have a master's degree and you have 10 years of work experience, you can also apply for this visa. So let me tell you about the benefits of this highly skilled professional visa for Japan, right? And number one is that you can receive a visa for up to 5 years, which is also extendable after the 5 year period. And number two, you can do multiple activities under this visa without having to obtain a separate permit, for each of them or change your status of residence. All right. So there's freedom to do different things while you're in Japan. And then number three is that you can bring your family members and your domestic staff with you. And you can also come with your parents as well if your parents are going to live with you in your house, and take care of your children, that are under the age of 7, or take care of your pregnant spouse, so that is really cool. And then your spouse is allowed to work on this visa as well. So your spouse, who is going to be your dependent, is free to take up jobs in Japan. So this is really cool. Japan is really coming up with programs to attract skilled workers from around the world, to move down to Japan. Japan is looking at becoming Asia's biggest startup hub, to boost production and research in the country and also attract foreign workers. So Japan wants to be number one, when it comes to business startup, research, production, and to be that country, that is sought after by foreign skilled workers. So really looking to Japan, and they're also looking to attract, graduates from the top 100 universities in the world as well. So they are working on a lot of immigration programs to attract foreign workers. So I'm going to do videos, to break down the different pathways for all of this. So you can know everything about these visas, who can apply, the eligibility criteria, the documents needed, and all of that. So I'm going to do videos for that, but only if you're interested. So let me know in the comments if you're interested in moving to Japan, so I can make these videos for you on the different pathways, to move down to the country. So from your comments, I'll know the kind of videos to do for you. So hit me up in the comments. Let me know your situation, your academic background, your career background, and all of that, so I can know the videos to make for you. So if you enjoyed this video, if you found it valuable, do give it a thumbs up. That is a like, so this video can get to other people that need it. And also subscribe to the channel if you've not done that already, so you can be seeing more updates like this from me. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Jackie, and I will see you in my next video.